Welcome to Hangman Tarot. We're going to get started here in just a minute. But first, go hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot and then go click the bell. Also, when you're ready, you're going to get started with your Jack Harlow reading. This is celebrity reading for Jack Harlow's love life. This was a request from a subscriber of mine, so we're going to get started. If you have a request, leave a comment or get a hold of me in my social media in the details below. Other than that, we're going to get started. Let me fix my camera. They only let you do this when it turns on, just so you know. Because I'm always messing around with this thing. Here we go. I think that'll help. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So we are going to get into this reading. This is a Jack Harlow reading. So basically, we're just going to find out a little bit about Jack first, and then we're going to get into his reading. Let's see. I need something underneath me. My chair is just way too big. Like it's not big enough. Or not tall enough. Yeah. Hurts my hands. Okay. So this is a request from a subscriber. So we're just going to get straight into it. He's a sun sign Pisces, moon sign is a Virgo. Birth path 7. He was born Friday, March 13th, 1998 at 11:42 a.m. Let's get a little more information on him. Okay. So again, his name is, he was born with the birth name Jackman Thomas Harlow. And he was born in St. Matthews, Kentucky. He's an American rapper, singer, and he's a songwriter. He is signed to Don Cannon and DJ Drama's record label, Generation Now and Atlantic Records. He is also the co-founder of his own music collection, Private Garden. He also gained notoriety for his 2020 single, What's Poppin'? Oh, what's up, poppin'? What's poppin', Mary Poppins? I don't know if that's part of it. His first gained notoriety for his 2020 single was Poppin', which peaked at number 2 in the U.S. Billboard Hot 100. His debut album, That's What They All Say, was released on December 11th, 2020, and that debuted at number 5 on the U.S. Billboard 200. So his career seems to be going swimmingly. We're going to find out, though, about his love life. So the request was to get involved or get into the business of his love situation. So we're going to go over his current energy first. This could be dealing with love or just in general, how he's feeling. This is already coming out. All right. So currently in a place of reassessment. So maybe just kind of going over things or, watching, things that he's put into play or implemented, and watching those things kind of perfect right in front of his eyes. So he does try to face his adversities. So that's also in his current energy. And he's one of those truth types. It's like nothing is accepted unless it's honesty, unless it's complete truth. So facing adversity does not surprise me at all currently. All right. So also currently in a state in which, kind of like reaching for the stars or reaching for perfection or reaching for, some sort of limits here or reaching for answers. We are going to get into this tarot confirmation, so we will find out what is actually going on. All right. Okay. So the first couple cards are just going to kind of confirm that current reading and then getting into kind of the overall theme of his love life. just kind of like generalizing certain and specific things. So we have our Wheel of Fortune that is upright, as well as our Three of Wands that's in a reverse, Seven of Pentacles that's in a reverse also. There's definitely something to do, some sort of needing to get involved in something, and some solutions, or maybe even getting in a place where he knows something. Just kind of like, it's almost like obsessed with what's next. So he's just like currently kind of in a state of kind of like, what's next? You know, anything that makes him tick, or anything that really makes him journey through life, and anything that feeds his heart and his soul. And he's very passionate about anything he has potential with. But the change or the growth is lacking a little bit, because the obsession is a little overly. So it's an overkill on being obsessed. But I mean, as far as like karmically, like currently, he's just in a kind of like no fear type of place. So he's just kind of taking chances and taking every start. And it's just a moment that he's just, you know, beginning and just allowing to happen. So welcoming any kind of new beginning is definitely something he is willing to take a chance on. Yeah. And just wanting to currently do, and he'll need to get into a place where he finds a solution for that obsession, especially currently, because he's going to resist everything that he's supposed to be doing if he doesn't. So he's going to have to do something about it now for sure, especially if he wants things to keep growing, that money bag, you know, his success. And those are very important things as far as his birth chart and such. It's just kind of like wants to understand every fucking aspect of the things. And it's like, well, you know, you can't just sit there forever obsessing over what's next and the answers, and, you know, trying to understand and wrangle things. Let's get a theme for his overall love life or situation. All right, we got our Queen of Wands, King of Swords, Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay. So in the past, it's almost like he kind of hit rock bottom with something, something to do with some sort of a conversation, or just like maybe just altered thinking or icky thinking, especially when it has to do with anything kind of beginning something new or ending something, even in a relationship. So even if he ended something, it could have been with a Gemini or an air sign in general. But it's almost like he kind of like, that was the worst. So it's like, it kind of expect that to be over and just move forward. But that is something that was kind of like more in the past. And just, it took a little bit to recover from that and get, you know, quite a ways from that. He could have been dealing with currently somebody who is a fire sign or an Aries in specific. That Queen of Wands, and that is an upright position. Okay. This is a very specific, empowered type of person. So this person's going to be sexually empowered. They're going to express themselves that way and through their emotions, but they're a very passionate, fiery type and confident. If he were to be that in this type of relationship presently, it would be like a really amazing partnership for him and her, or him and him, however it resonates. I'm not quite sure. But this person, Aries, fire sign, Aries in specific though. In order to be in the relationship, they both would have to be extremely confident. So this is something like kind of like a fire bomb diggity relationship type situation here. But if he's just kind of like aligning with her for a moment, it's sex. That's what it is. Coming up though, he's definitely going to be dealing with some sort of air. And this, him and this person will very much kind of like, almost like the authority in the relationship will be like off. So there'll be a little bit of a power situation here. But I mean, mentally, he's going to be very clear, and he's going to tell his truth, obviously, and he'll want that told back to him. But the whole idea here is that he'll see the whole picture within this relationship, and it will be accepted, if that makes sense. So I don't know if maybe some things just like completely turn him off immediately, but he is a perfectionist. He's definitely going to need every single answer accordingly. He's going to need to understand each and every one of these relationships and really get a wrangle on the authority and seeing the full picture and every single aspect in the picture or the scenario of the relationship. So just kind of the overall theme here is just, it seems pretty healthy, natural. I just don't know if he's like a committer. I'm not quite sure. All right, so let's make note of something here. Get our next couple cards, just anything that is of importance as far as his love life goes. Okay. So he's either committing fully or not committing at all. So there's like really no in between. I feel like, yeah, he's just kind of like almost like where he's thinking this isn't time to love, or, you know, I'll wait until this day or this day, you know. So he's just not slowing down for love specifically now, or just kind of in general. And he's really hasty when it does come to commitment. So he'll be like forceful and immediate. Okay. As far as like any information or knowing on the situation, I really feel like the potential or like a solution here for him is, you know, just to kind of like stay where he's at instead of just like pushing and forcing his way in, or just like not at all. All right. Also taking note, honey, 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 boo child. When he is in a love situation, his love is extremely generous. So when he's in this, you know, relationship with this person, the love, the energy is like very honest. It's a back and forth, give and take. It's a really healthy, you know, flow. It's very fluid. And when he's in a relationship, he's extremely supportive, almost as if like an entire town or an entire community is there. That's how much he's supporting his person. And when he looks back on his memories, he can definitely look back and know that he did do those types of things. That's what he does. So like if he were to look on his glory days of his love stuff, that's something that he would be doing. He is not going to be like kind of good at it. He's definitely a good rational communicator too. So that's even perfect. He does change his feelings, especially after he kind of gives up. Again, this is just confirming giving up. This just confirms to me that yes, he does give up quite quickly when he sees certain things in the picture. So he doesn't let anything kind of like run by him, if that makes sense. As far as like getting into the ending of a relationship, he knows that it would be good for him to seek a truth and then seek the solution. And then once he gets all the answers and he sees the picture, he's done. He walks away. It changes how he feels about somebody. That's so crazy. All right, likely action. Well, let's go to what's going to happen next for love. We have our magician, 8 of Wands upright, 6 of Swords, that is down, down, down. All right, so somebody who is like communication, there's a communication block, okay? And with this communication block comes a lot of confusion. So no matter what it is that he's trying to do with this specific person who is upcoming and in the future for him, this person could be I'd say a fire sign, air sign maybe, in specific, maybe a Leo or an Aquarius. Yeah. So basically, it's an exciting time. There's a lot of movement. There's a lot of positive feeling upcoming for him when he gets into this place where he's really kind of vibing somebody. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that, you know, it's extremely passionate. There's a lot of potential. And he feels like romance would be a great time right now. But he's kind of too quick when he's doing it. So he quickly goes in with this 8 of Wands upright. It's really indicating that no matter what, the romance, it needs to be kind of almost like boiled very, very slowly, but he just quickly wants to turn it on and it to, you know, bubble over. But that's, you know, the speed he is coming towards this person is quick. And I don't know if that's going to be great because they're kind of in a, you know, that'll put like a little bit of a delay in it because they won't feel like it's balanced enough, if that makes sense. Okay. And they want to make sure that they're in charge of their thinking. They want to make sure that they're in charge of their movement also and wherever they're headed. So they don't want, you know, somebody to come running in and taking over in the relationship. And that's just kind of, again, kind of a theme of his is either you play or you don't. And if we play, I'm coming in quickly. Okay. Yeah, definitely there will definitely be some communication that is blocked with this specific person. Yeah, 6 Swords reverse also, like, again, that conversation or that communication is going to be very lacking or none at all with this person. So I don't know. It's almost like he's trying to recycle an old relationship, if that makes sense. Let's get into a likely action or an outcome for his love situation. Ooh, 3 of Swords in reverse. We've got our 3 of Pentacles in reverse. It's like lack of acknowledgement here. Any lack of conversation or communication. Let me see here. Okay. So the main idea, kind of a likely intention or pushing forward here is that, again, he's obsessed just with something usually. This is very much confirming just throughout the whole reading, just that obsession over just, understanding truth and getting the truth and really coming in quickly or, dying out quickly, however that is. But he's just like one degree to another. I feel like he's going to care a lot about this person's opinion, and it's going to make him extremely obsessed with the information that this person thinks of him. So he's going to want to know what's going on all the time. So that's just kind of like overkill sometimes. This person could be a Capricorn. They could definitely be an air sign or a fire sign. But they're, he'll blame himself. He'll put himself in this, like blocked thinking. It will make him struggle for quite a bit, especially when it comes to any kind of new endeavors that he's doing. It will really fuck with that. Like creative wise, it will fuck with him. So whatever this relationship is, it's definitely going to be struggling because of the blocked thinking. But that's all coming from, the obsession of just kind of wanting, the information or the knowledge of whatever it is that this person thinks about him, their opinion on him. Just kind of bringing him out with the next month or so here is just really getting into a place where Three of Swords in reverse, finding some sort of acceptance. It's just like either you forgive the situation or you're not going to have any effect here. That's just what it is. And it's like he's definitely dealt with something, that has knocked him down that was even better or even more like intense, or however you want to see that. But as long as he gets into more of a determined space, I feel like he'll be so much better for that. Like, I feel like it'll add power, add change to his life. I think it will really add to his sense of living, especially with this heartbreak that, he could be inevitably headed to. So let's get into that hitting subscribe button. Yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Please hit subscribe. Go ahead and click that bell. You will receive all your notifications here at Hangman Tarot for your celebrity readings, general love, and you name it, it'll be here and you will not miss one thing. So click that bell. Also, go ahead and share, like, and follow when this video pops up. You're going to click on that, check it out, and share, like, and follow if it resonates or if you enjoy it. I hope that you liked your Jack Harlow love reading. I kind of really liked that reading. It was pretty chill, but it was also like very frustrating. He's a frustrating individual, but not for himself. Like he's pretty like, I don't know. He's just questioning every single fucking thing, everything. Questions all of it. And it's almost like he won't accept anything besides fact, truth. He wants to understand all things, but it's like I'm at the point where I'm like, life is about basically that you don't get to understand everything. And it's almost safer that way sometimes. Not knowing is a really sweet place, but awareness, again, those are a couple different things. So awareness is vital and of an importance. Please go ahead, again, hit subscribe. Other than that, enjoy the rest of this beautiful day. It's my birthday. Say happy birthday. Enjoy May Day. See ya.